Geek Dad Life presents Toy Geeks Alive Toy Talk Show. Tonight we're going to talk about Hasbro Pulse's TMNT Power Rangers crossover. We're also going to talk about McFarlane Toys launching their online store. And we're also going to talk about this weird mystery of the stolen LeBron heads. All of that and more tonight on Toy Geeks. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay, and with me, as always, Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is John. John, how you doing, good sir?
I'm doing good. How are you, Jay?
I am doing well on this Sunday. Just got back just about from seeing Jungle Cruise in theaters. A lot of fun. If you love Disneyland, Disney World, and Jungle Cruise ride, they had all the jokes. Somehow, they got all those jokes in there. So no, I guess I'm not going to say which ones, but it was fun. A lot of fun. I mean, it's just The Rock, anything he's in, even if it's a bad movie, is a fun movie. But this, I didn't think it was a bad movie. I thought it was a fun movie. So
it looks fun. It looks fun.
Good time. The chat is on fire. Holy moly. Like, it was already hopping 10 minutes before the show starts. I'm going to try and run through as quick as possible. Alex, here comes the C and J experience. Evil Villain. Michael Y. Gervais, who can't be here live, but it's going to catch it later. I think making way home from work. Hopefully safe travels home. Space Cowboy is here. Dartherian. Gamaliel. Gamer Bud. Stanley's Toy Channel. Comics. Good to see Comics. And actually, he, I think, is hooking me up with a Tobin Spirit guide, but I haven't replied to it yet. So I know I have to do that, Comics. I will get to it. But life, man, it's too busy. Josh Ralph, Automaton, Michael Palmer, Gamer Bud, David Scott, Free Reign, Pop Actor, Brandon 3G, The Deadheads, Vaderade, 8 Cali time. No, if it's 9 Eastern, it's 6 Pacific time. John Rhodes, Carlos, Throwback Turtle, Sean Freeling, Phineas Bog. Oh, where did you go? Oh, man, it jumped ahead. Nightmare, T. Ponder, Jack Knight, Bearded Toy, Boff, KJ Smith, Cobweb, Armando, CAF is in the house. Oh, my goodness. All right. Whew. Crazy. Everyone wants to talk about this TMNT Power Rangers crossover. It's the hot topic.
The hot button issue going on.
It's the hot goss. I think that's what the kids say now. I have no idea if that's what the kids say. But anyway, yes. Hopefully everybody, I saw a lot of people here saying they got their Vac Metal Battle Armor He-Man. I did not. Were you successful?
Nope. I went on a hunt this week. Didn't see a trail, a crumb left over anywhere. Nothing.
You know, there was some things that I did find, but I already had. Like, I found Land Shark and a couple other things that, you know, weren't common. You know, it's not Skeletor and He-Man, and now the Rise of Keldor 2-pack, or Rise of Skeletor 2-pack, which is everywhere. So again, for all of us that were really upset that it sold out, hopefully we now realize that they bought a lot, so it's not a big stressor.
I saw nothing but He-Man and Skeletors in Rise of Evils. Yeah. Surprisingly, I didn't see any Battle Cats.
Really?
Yeah,
a lot of Battle Cats and Panthers. But yeah, no. But I assume it's gonna hit everywhere. Just give it time. Pop Actor, where is Natalie? I don't know. Pop Actor, but you know, old school Shinobi's not here at the moment. Never in the same room twice. T-Ponder,
he's trying to remember his password for his other account.
T-Ponder, the Vac Metal He-Man is the first origin figure that I don't want. I've seen it like 6 times. We just rub it in, T-Ponder. Jeez. That's fine. Listen, I get it because it's not that different, but come on, it's Vac Metal. Super 7 can't even pull that off. So I'm kidding. I know what they're going for. Lots, yes, for a lot of people, a lot of Ghostbusters stuff still. That'll be the majority of my toy hauls this week. So, and yeah, Wind Raiders are starting to show up. Mike has mine, but didn't know no fairgrounds showing up this weekend. So hope maybe next weekend, Mike, you can make your way to the flea market. But yes. What? I found the Walmart Terminator for $10 off because the box was damaged. See, I need to find the damaged one so I can have one to open. Because if you look, there's there it is right there. The Turbo Man sealed has a place there. It's like doing it in a mirror. There it is. But anyway, all right. Hey, let's get into the main topic today. Because we've had some comments that we ramble on too long before we get to it. It's only 5 minutes. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
But compared to my other videos where I like spend 10 seconds until you get into the meat, 5 minutes is an eternity. Anywho, this kind of, I get it's based off a comic, right? I believe.
I think so. I think all these crossovers with the Power Rangers are comic related. Yeah. And Turtle stuff, because Turtles had the Batman.
It's an ID
sets.
Yeah, they did. It's IDW, Boom Studios, more phenomenal. And it's this thing about this set. When I first saw it, I was like, this is the ugliest, stupidest crossover I've ever seen in my life. That was the first take, right? Yeah. I think Gary texted me the pictures of it. I think it's the first time I saw it. And I was like, it is so ugly. These look like the knockoff Power Rangers that I would find at the swap meet in 1994. I said, it looks terrible. Terrible. But then something happened where it's just, I don't know. It's like what is it? A Beautiful Mare. What is it? That movie where the bag floating in the air? It's just like I couldn't take my eyes off of the grocery bag floating in the air. It's ugly, but it's beautiful, and that's how I feel about these stupid Power Rangers. Because Shredder's the Green Ranger, which again doesn't make sense. But
is he supposed to be that Lord Dracon?
Maybe.
I think that's one of the big bads from the newer comics, I believe.
But and then Tommy's a foot soldier. Sure. Like I'm here for it. I don't know. So the initial take was, these are ugly figures. And then it's just like all of a sudden, like, no, actually, I think I like these. I think I want to buy these, but they're already sold out. These are Hasbro Pulse sets. And aside from the Shredder in the Green Ranger garb, all the rest of the sets are sold out. They're like 2-packs. Sold out, and sold out. So I guess Hasbro Pulse made the decision for me. I don't need to have these. So that was cool.
I think I'm the total opposite. The first time I seen these,
okay,
I didn't like them.
Yeah.
The second time, I still didn't like them. I'm sorry. It just does. This is not for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this mashup.
Okay.
There's too much going on. Okay, so say we didn't know what these were. Say this was a brand new line.
Yep.
A new series, new figures altogether.
Yeah.
So they're turtles in a costume, and they're also other sorts of Rangers. There's just too much going on.
Okay. All right.
I think
a suspension of disbelief, with these kinds of things. Like they had the Turtles Ghostbusters and the Turtles WWE.
Mm-hmm.
But this went too far for you? This crossed the line.
Yeah, this somewhere it just jumped the shark big time. The only figure I like here, the only one that I think looks cool, is the Tommy foot soldier, but with the masked head. It looks like a cool foot soldier.
Yeah, I agree. The masked head looks really good.
But the rest of them, it's just nothing here grabs me.
Really? Not even the Green Ranger Shredder? I think that looks kind of cool.
Nah. Because it looks like a kit, like that just looks like a kit bash, where it looks like they took a Shredder head and put it on a Lord Dracon body.
Yeah.
And that's it. It looks like I'm looking at an Instagram picture of somebody that just does kit bashing. Whereas all the other ones, they're obviously, they look like bloated Power Rangers.
It's just maybe it's the April's the Pink Ranger does it for me too,
And I get it. I'm not knocking anybody for that wanting to like this, but for me, it's not doing it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That was my first take, but then just time went on, and I just even now, like I'm looking at you, but then my eyes keep drifting to the screen with the turtles on. I can't stop looking at them. I'm just gonna have them in a dark room, just like, yes, they're so pretty. I don't know. It's just weird. It's so weird. And you're right. Like this has jumped the shark. It has absolutely jumped the shark. But I don't know why I do dig it, but I don't disagree with you that this is too much.
And I wonder how Hasbro got the rights to do this.
Yes, because I think it was last week we talked about Playmates has given up on trying to do anything aside from really bad, like rehashing exact re-releases or anything new. Like the Shredder looks terrible. And this is just being done by Hasbro, which is crazy. But expand on that a little bit if you want to. But to me, it's just like Playmates is just stopped caring, and that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, this is like some weird, super. There's more crossover of brands of toy companies here than there is of character IP.
Sure.
Because the Power Rangers are still sort of licensed by Bandai, right?
Well,
to Hasbro.
Viacom owns Turtles, and they own Power Rangers now too? Aren't they on Nickelodeon? Are they both on Nickelodeon?
I don't know. I don't really remember how the takeover of Power Rangers happened from Bandai and the Japanese market.
Let's look it up. Power Rangers. Get Wikipedia. There we go. Power Rangers. Yeah. Wikipedia. Anyone?
It's been very long since I watched Power Rangers. I used to try and keep up with quite a bit of it, but I don't know if they use reused footage anymore. If that's Japanese footage for the fight scenes and stuff in new episodes.
Oh, it was just straight up sold to Hasbro. Hasbro owns Power Rangers.
Oh.
Since 2018. I didn't realize Hasbro owns them. In 2010, Haim Saban repurchased it, and then Saban and Hasbro announced that the latter would acquire the franchise and the rest of the former's entertainment assets in a $522 million deal. I didn't realize Hasbro bought the IP. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Good for Hasbro, I guess.
So I guess we'll probably end up seeing other characters. Are they going to merge other characters where we might see like Wingnut as Goldar? Because that's the only figure I can think of that has wings like that.
But everyone seemed to know about Hasbro owning Power Rangers, which again, I can't believe I totally missed that. I knew they had the license. I didn't realize that they bought Power Rangers too.
I didn't realize that they bought it. I thought that they were just getting the US market for it.
Yeah. Throwback. It's Wikipedia. I just wrote that to mess with y'all. Hasbro just adding stones to their Infinity Gauntlet with in-house brands. But Hasbro kind of offshoots their IP as well. It's kind of weird where, Tonka, Micro Machines, a lot of their brands they have other toy companies make, and they just license that out.
Mm-hmm.
And even like with Super 7 and stuff like that, they've kind of shared out that license. So it's just interesting how Hasbro is playing it now. They're kind of this big multimedia conglomerate, which is interesting.
Yep.
Hulk and Skull as Bebop and Rocksteady.
Why didn't they do that with this? That I think that would have played better than a Tommy Foot Soldier.
Mm-hmm. That'd been fun.
That would have been so much better.
Maybe they don't have the rights to those actors, you know?
I'm sure they could get them pretty cheap.
The which one was the bigger guy? What was his? Was that Bulk?
That's Bulk, yeah.
That's Bulk. So back at the height of the Power Rangers, and you couldn't find the toys anywhere, right? My dad was like friends of a friend or something of the actor that played Bulk. And I remember him talking about how he's going to try to like talk to him to try and get me a toy because we couldn't find him anywhere. It didn't work out. But I just always remember Bulk because I was like, as a kid, like, that's going to be my guy. That's my in to finally get those Power Ranger toys. Because if you don't remember, for those that don't remember, that was like a very hard to find toy that season, their first season of the show. Those 8-inch figures, impossible to find until, I don't know, 6 or 8 months after. Or eventually they kept producing them until they were easier to find. But holy moly, you couldn't find them anywhere.
They were like the equivalent of today's G.I. Joe classifieds.
Yes, 100%. So again, so much so that I remember at the Targets in San Diego, they made this beyond that, but the Targets in San Diego did a lottery where you would just come in and you would commit to buying a Power Rangers toy, but it could be anything. It could be one of the 8-inch figures, or it could be some other crappy. Remember they did the gloves and stuff. It had other stuff.
Yeah,
you wouldn't know what you were getting. They would just give you a random Power Rangers toy, and you signed up to kind of commit to that deal. And the Targets in San Diego did that in 1994 or whatever. I just remember, my parents and I talked about it. I was like, should we go do this? I was like, no, because then what if I get some random thing I don't even want? Anyways, it was really intense. It was really intense.
Probably would end up with those. Remember they had those. It was like a battle top.
I loved those.
They wound up in a launcher.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind of like spinges from the 80s.
Yep. I still have a set over there somewhere. Again, that was like one of the things we could find. Like my dad would take me to Toys R Us all the time, and they had those. So I had that whole set, the spinning top things. I love those. But anyways, yeah, Giant Bebop, Rocksteady. Yeah, I think again, I dig it. And I said they're sold on Hasbro Pulse. They are still available on, I believe they said Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store. So if you do still want these, they are out there. But it's one of those things where like I think I like them, but where do I put them? I don't have any room. That's my problem with Galactus right now, is I still haven't thought of where I would put him, and that's my main reason for not pulling the trigger yet. But I still have 22 days.
Yeah,
for Galactus.
You know what I thought would have been fun for them to do is if I know like they're supposed to be the Rangers, all the Rangers are designated colors, but made them the color of their mask.
Yep. No, I agree, because you have Blue Ranger and Red Ranger. It's Raph and Donatello. And then yellow is the closest to orange, so the Mikey's the Yellow Ranger. And then Donnie's the Black Ranger. So it's kind of close, right? Because purple is, is what cartoons usually pick for. If instead black is too dark or whatever, they'll go purple.
Yeah.
And then yellow. You don't remember the video game, the arcade game? Mikey was yellow on the thing. So, but I agree. It'd been cool if they went with orange and purple. That would be fun. So, let's see. Comic says I pre-ordered them on BBTS and Dorkside. They're cheaper on Dorkside. Well, there you go. Space Cowboy. Keep Galactus in the passenger seat of your car so you can use the HOV lane. In the triangle, we don't have a single HOV lane, I don't think, anywhere.
I don't think we have any in North Carolina, do we?
Yeah, I have not run across them. You have like the Easy Pass lane in Virginia, and then I think by the time you hit DC and stuff, they actually start to happen. But yeah, there's not really any. I haven't come across any in North Carolina. I haven't gone over every inch of North Carolina. You probably more than me, but I have not run into one yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything like that.
Doesn't Charlotte have an HOV lane? Maybe, but as I've driven in and out of Charlotte, I've not run into one. But maybe they do. Maybe they do. I don't know. Dartherian orange and purple are Bulk and Skull's colors in the comics. So there you go. But it's again, that's I don't know, it's a missed opportunity.
Yep.
Missed opportunity. So there you go, John. You hate these. I hated them and now dig them.
Go ahead, change my mind.
Right. We'll make that meme. Anyways. All right, moving on. McFarlane's Toys Store.com launched. So there were some really cool exclusives they were doing. John, did you partake in any of the festivities from the launch on August 4th?
I didn't. I did not. There was nothing I wanted to get in particular from there.
Mm-hmm.
I had planned on, when it opened, there was no list or there was no preview of what was going to be offered for sale. But I did want to get the signed comic. I was ready to spend $200,
Mm-hmm.
but there was nothing there I want to spend $200 on.
Not even in the DC. Well, I guess you got the.
Yeah, I have the Last Night on Earth set already.
Yeah.
Everything else I have, there's a few things that are there that I don't have yet. I don't have Grodd from Injustice.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have the Batman Beyond figure yet, but that's not going to be $200. I'm just going to be spending money to spend money at that point.
Yeah. Yep. I haven't done it, but I may get this Batman Beyond. I do really want that one, and I have not run into that one yet. Love the Suicide Squad figures, though. Even though I haven't watched it yet. We talked about this before. I do want to watch the new Suicide Squad, but I have not convinced the missus yet. But listen, I have watched a lot of her shows. I've made my deposits to the spouse ATM. Time for me to take a withdrawal. I'm just saying.
I think she'll like it. It's so much better than the first one.
Just by the trailer alone, it looks so much better. It's James Gunn, and I get some people don't like his style, but I dig both Guardians movies, so I'm gonna dig this. I hear it's very graphic though, a lot of gratuitous gore.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep. Yeah, it's over the top for good reason. It's got that 80s feel where it was gore just for the sake of gore.
Mm-hmm. Which is, I'm down with that. If it's absurd, over the top. This does look really cool. It has the cards as well.
It does look so cool, but
do you regret buying them separately and not being able to get this cool set, package like this?
No. The way I bought them, I got a super deal on the figures. They were on eBay for, I think I got them all for $80.
Oh, dang. All right. You don't need a fancy box for that.
No, because I would take them all out anyway. I'd rather have them on a shelf.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I think
but it's a huge box that they come in.
Yeah, I think for the people that didn't have any of these figures, because this is $125, then you're just a few figures away from the $200, So I think for some, hitting that $200 to get the autograph Spawn comic, it's pretty easy.
Yep. I think if they had more to offer on that first day, I probably would have jumped in. And I'm hoping that they'll do a Suicide Squad box set, because I haven't jumped on any Suicide Squad figures yet.
Yes. 100% agree. I hope they do it. And if they would have put the Batman figures, the Batman 66 figures on here, but I know it's a Target exclusive.
Eventually, maybe they'll have a box set.
Ooh, yeah.
With the 66. Maybe, oh man, it would be awesome if it was a big window box with the playset unfolded.
Ooh, yes. Yes. Oh, that'd be amazing. McFarlane had I'm going back to my memory bank. Comic-Con exclusives. They don't really do Comic-Con exclusives, right? Or maybe they have somebody else carry it or something.
He did more so McFarlane, the Spawn Club exclusives.
Yeah.
He always had like a yearly sort of fan club where you could get like the Necroplasm Spawn, the green ones, and you could get the Todd McFarlane figure where it was when he was like a homeless person from the first Spawn movie.
Yeah.
There was all kinds of things that he's released as exclusives over the years.
Yep.
But I can't think of any San Diego exclusives.
Because it would need to be whoever, because this box set is okay, but yeah, like something where it's like a display box where it looks like the Batcave and you have, cardboard backers with graphics and stuff to really flesh out the Batcave and have the car there with just a little diorama in the case. It's something that I think Mattel has done a really good job with. Like if I'm going back to the Starro set, the Justice League #1 set. Amazing. I had that for a time. Eventually sold it, but it was a great set.
I bought that.
Oh, you bought? That's right. Holy crap! I forgot. Do you still have it, or do you sell it too?
No, that's gone.
Exactly. It's like it's. I had it for a time. I had it displayed, and I was like, all right, it's time to find a new home.
Yeah,
but it's great. It's a really cool set.
It is. It's a great set. It takes up a lot of space, though.
Yeah. Yep.
McFarlane could pull it off, though. He's done some really good box sets because he did the Kiss Alive set, with the stage and everything. He did the Harvester of Sorrow Metallica box set.
Yep.
He's done some pretty good displays. So I think, oh man, Todd, if you're listening, we need a 66 Batcave store exclusive window box with everything. And just like he said, you can get it all for less than $100 at Target, the whole first wave.
Make it happen.
He could do it.
Make it happen, Todd. Toddius. Is Todd short for anything or just like his name? But anyway,
Toddrick.
Phineas, I think, has a great point. Where's my 89 Keaton bats? At the very least, because we've seen the images of Keaton in the Flash movie. At the very least, we'll get that version of the Keaton bats, which looks awesome. So, that just has me excited. I just got like a little jolt of excitement.
I bet we'll get one. I bet he'll make it. I bet they'll make it a variant though. That'll be the chase, the first young Keaton 89. Because we're going to get the man Keaton, but I bet the young Keaton will be the chase figure.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. CAF, we need an 89 Batman with Batmobile in scale. Thanks. Woo! Listen, if anybody could pull it off for a reasonable price, it'd be McFarlane, right? Like the 89 Batmobile.
Oh, man. But I'd want it to be the Bat Missile, too. I'd want it to have that turntable that drops down so we can spin all the way around. Oh, man.
Okay, I think you could have the turntable. But
yeah, that's easy.
But I don't think you're getting Bat Missile because I think it would break up the scope too much to be able to pull it off, right? Or
yeah, I think it would have huge part lines on it.
Right? Yeah. But just do the Bat Missile separately. It's a smaller vehicle, even easier.
Right. We can just the center section. We don't need the sides. Oh man, what a wish list.
Good wish list. T-Ponder asks, anybody else's stream freezing constantly? Hopefully not. It seems consistent over here, but hopefully everybody's getting slow down, John.
I hope our stream is okay. You look all right.
Yeah, that's you look clear to me too, John. So hopefully not. That's Batman Returns, of course. But again, if you're doing like an ultimate Batmobile, come on, give me the works. Give me the works. Okay, looks like it's good. No freezing. So it's just UT Ponder. Just remember, just go to your router, unplug it, plug it back in. That's your IT tip of the day for me. Cobb is freezing for him. Okay, again, I guess unplugs, I guess here and there, everywhere. Let's see. Bullwinkle 80. My 66 Batmobile was delivered yesterday, waiting on my Batcave. I missed the three figures. They were sold out a week later. Again, I assume these should be pretty easily available at Target. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think once the initial stock shows up at the warehouses, everything will be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't put the figures up for sale at the same time for those 66 figures. Yep. They did the Batcave and the Batmobile. And then I think Batman and Joker showed up. And then I don't think Robin dropped the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But I bet there's going to be plenty of them around.
Not freezing here in Diego. It's my hometown, San Diego, America's finest city. 100% agree. All right. So, oh yeah. Have you seen these little tiny TVs that play clips from TV shows?
I haven't found them yet.
I haven't seen them either in a store yet, but I've seen people finding them. I'm kind of, if I see one, I might get it.
I definitely want the Batman one, because didn't they do a Hanna-Barbera one too?
They got a little bit of everything. They're like Friends, and I feel like they got a whole bunch of stuff. It's like it is definitely something that you would have bought in 1998, thinking it was like the pinnacle of technology. You know? Today,
next to your Tamagotchi.
Yeah, exactly, right? Anyway, San Diego is my favorite California city. It is the best California city. There's a lot of California cities, but San Diego is the best. LA is the worst. Everybody knows it. Okay, moving on. Speaking of LA, LA
segue.
LeBron James. There is this weird thing happening with these Space Jam figures that people are popping off the LeBron James heads off of the toys in droves, because, you know, and I've seen it. This is on Total Toy Recon. Follow him on Instagram. Really fun Instagram page. But I've been seeing in a lot of the collector groups that I'm in is people are stealing the LeBron James heads, and some of them are listing them on eBay. And I was like, I wonder how prevalent this is. And then I go to like my local Targets, and yeah, they're all gone.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh wow.
And I took a picture, and Nick Dillinger, NorCal, San Diego, Duncan All. Yeah, absolutely, unite. And let me pull it at the Target across the street. Oh, where is it? I took a picture. I wanted to share because I was like, this is nuts. And then I saw this picture, but let me open it up. There we go. So there's a Batman and Robin set from the film. And I just took this picture yesterday. Stole the LeBron head off of the set.
Wow. So they're going after every LeBron head. It's not even just the basic one. Because that one has a mask on it, right? He's got the Robin.
Yeah.
Mask.
Yeah.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's so weird.
I did see some discussions of some crazy inflated prices for LeBron heads from these figures. I don't know if they're actually selling, because I mean, people are just pocketing these things for what reason?
I don't know.
It's gonna talk about killing the line.
Killing the lane. I mean, was anybody buying these things anyway? Like, you bought the The
How
Marvin
about the Marvin the Martian? Yeah, but that was so disconnected from Space Jam. It was, that was like the probably the one figure that stood alone from the series.
Agreed.
But here it is, a company. Was it Moose Toys?
Moose Toys, yeah.
That that I've never heard of, that are going on their first adventure of making toys. They get the Space Jam license, and people are jacking their heads.
That's what she said, first of all. Secondly, yeah, it's just really, it is a weird phenomena that is just really funny. I wanted to, this is up there with eating Tide Pods. I mean, this is better than eating Tide Pods, I guess, to be honest. But maybe it's funny that now it's like, for it to be this prevalent in toy stores and I guess Targets and everything across the country, like, how are people finding out about this? It's a TikTok thing. Maybe it's a TikTok thing. I don't know. The kids on the TikToks. And
is it like the same people who bought all the stock in GameStop?
What is it doing? Like,
I know. I don't get it. It's like it's an underground movement of just to prove that you can get so many people on board for this.
Yeah. To be honest, like, if I find one with a head, should I take it too? Like, is that what I need to do? Is that what needs to happen to be a part of it? I want to be with the cool kids. I can TikTok and all that stuff.
But you would take it and then do what with it? It's at that point, it's trash. I mean, it's kind of trash before.
Some kid is going to get busted with a pocket full of heads. Exactly. Sebastian Gomez. Crazy, because those toys won't sell. Not like they were selling anyway. Exactly. Maybe comics, maybe people making LeBron shrines. Maybe, you know, like, T-Bar says, what I heard, it's a TikTok thing. So there you go. I'll have to find it on the TikToks. Listen, there's some TikTok things that I like. Space Guy, would ever hate the movie that much? It's bad. It's really bad. I went into it wanting to like it. It's bad. It's so bad. Space Jam LeBron heads are people. It's people. Look at, nobody's gonna get busted for shoplifting LeBron heads. No, like, nobody pats you down leaving Target or whatever, right? Maybe Walmart, but nobody pats you down leaving a Target.
Probably not. Probably not at Walmart either.
No, it's so weird. So weird. So yes, Josh, a lot of stores are keeping them behind the counter. Oh, J-Mac. LeBron's heads are disappearing faster than his hairline. Got him. And again, nothing against LeBron James, one of the greatest of all time. No hate on my part to him, but I'm happy to make fun of famous people. Because listen, they're rich. They don't care what I think. They shouldn't care what I think anyway. But yes, this one, they went out of their way. They got one of those security boxes.
Oh my God.
Came up like these are like screws in the bubble. And they string along. Oh, I guess this is part of the toy. I'm sorry. But they put his head in a little, like, I don't know, Apple accessory container or something.
So Walmart and Target corporate sent out, must have sent out a press release. Remove your LeBron heads and put them in a printer ink case.
Right? Oh my God. Exactly. Throwback. All of that for what? About a $10 figure? Yeah, it's not a very expensive figure. It was going to be clearance. There's no way this line wasn't going to hit clearance. Target's so quick to clearance stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No way it wasn't going to be clearanced. Garage Gamer, in 20 years, these are going to be hard to find with the heads still on. It's true, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's going to be one of those.
Them. It's not like it's a desirable figure, right? Nobody liked the movie, from what I've seen. My little kids did.
But will it be just like those people who collect like the oddities and the recalled toys that want these?
But how often does that pan out? Like all the recalled toys? I mean, how many of those have become investment pieces?
Not really any.
Right?
Yeah, because I mean they were worth, maybe like the Punisher figure that got recalled.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that was worth $200 in 1998. It
Mm-hmm.
goes for about the same.
Yeah.
Now, which with inflation and everything, it's worth less.
Exactly. 20-something years of inflation. It's lost, I don't know, 30% of value or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
so this will probably be worth $10 in 2030.
Sebastian asked a great question. Did the original Space Jam toys do well when they came out? No.
Nope.
I have a box of them in my garage that I've brought to toy shows that people have bought a couple of them, but not all of them. It was by Kenner, right? It definitely had a starting lineup kind of feel to it with all the Jordan stuff.
I think so. I think it was Kenner, or was it Playmates?
I feel like it was Kenner or like Kenner Hasbro or whatever. Maybe it was Playmates. I don't know. It felt like a lot of starting lineup stuff in terms of the look of Jordan. I may be wrong, but yeah, to me, it's weird. The Space Jam, you can still find the old school figures pretty cheap. These weren't selling all that well. There's tons of them. I mean, again, it's a movie line, so I don't think they needed them to sell well. It's just to promote the movie,
right?
But anyways,
but the stores will go this far for this cheap figure that's crap. But then they'll let people return figures, like, and do the swap the figure thing and throw a 1992 Magneto figure in a brand new Marvel Legends package.
100%. It is weird. It's a weird thing to put this much effort into it. This to me is probably less a company policy and more of somebody is into the cultural zeitgeist moment of this happening. Is like, I'm going to show those TikTok kids and just do this.
Let them get the head now.
Yeah. Only the Rocket Firing Fett, but Rocket Firing Fett never actually saw a release. It's only like prototypes and stuff like that actually people bought, right? Or have.
Yeah, they're what do you want to call it? They're production samples. So they're finished samples, like,
yep.
And then there's various slots that they have. There was like 2 or 3 different slots that they tested. I mean, there's like, I don't know, 20 of them out there, maybe more, because there's always more of them being found.
Yep.
But I wouldn't say that's a recalled toy as much as a myth.
Never really.
I mean, it's not a myth, but they're out there. But
yeah. But it was never. It was pulled before it was ever released, I guess. Right.
Right. Like, I don't think anybody ever actually received one in the mail.
Correct. Dartherian, you're right, John. Playmates was the original movie's line. There you go. 4 accessories included. Does that count the head? I would hope so, right?
It is now.
Pop actor John will pick up it good afterward at Goodwill. Listen, it's a restore, and yeah, he'll definitely find it there. Yep. I'm surprised you haven't found a Rocket Firing Fett at your restore.
Maybe I'll find a basket of just heads.
Yeah. I miss this to add it, but real quick, the Centurions figures, you said those released?
Oh no, but there's actual they're in test shot stage, and some of them have.
Where would I find it?
I found it on the Ramen Toys Facebook.
Common Toys Facebook. So we mentioned these kind of Centurion-like, highly articulated figures, and I guess these look great.
Yeah, that's a test shot of Ace McCloud, and he looks awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But there is a actual in color version of Max Ray that they have finished.
Let me get down to that. Before I do that, though, I do want to call out this super tag, or I think it's what it's called, super chat. Speedy Anchovy, $10. Thank you, Speedy Anchovy. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Definitely helps the channel. Appreciate it. But hey, guys, love the show. Why do you think Hasbro hasn't given us Spoken Skull on the Lightning Line so far? I feel there's a good amount of demand for them. You know, we talked about it earlier in the show. Like, why didn't they do that? But maybe it's a likeness rights thing. Maybe just because those two actors, they haven't done them at all yet. So it must be a likeness rights issue.
Yeah, that's my guess. I don't think they've done anything for them other than the little PVC figures back in like 94. I'd guess that it's definitely got to be a likeness thing because every Power Rangers collector wants those figures.
Yeah, 100%. Totally agree, Speedy Anchovy. Yeah, it has to be likeness. Has to be. Which, again, it's not like they had this illustrious career where they could be like, I don't want to do this. Take the money for those actors. I would, anyway, if I was them.
Yeah.
Armando O. Just check the eBay. One LeBron head is going for $14,000 with 28 bids. No way to sell. Nobody paying that, but.
Yeah, just like the Major Blood.
Mm-hmm. So it's joke bids, but.
Yeah. Everybody's going to cancel out at the last hour.
Pop actor Gray Skull's going for $50 at Walmart. Damn it, I paid 80 plus tax. Yeah, talk about, it's kind of weird. They're not easily available at Walmart, but they're clearancing on them. Armando, they're going for $35 in Texas.
Oh man, I'd buy a couple extras if I found them at that
Absolutely.
price.
I haven't seen them at any of my steady at any of my Walmarts.
I haven't found one in person at all.
Same. Oh, is this the one you're talking about?
Yep. Yeah, Max Ray.
Looks good.
It looks really good. It looks a little bit like Master Chief from Halo a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. With the green, and maybe Master Chief kind of copped the style a little bit from.
Could be, yeah. But it appears that these are in full swing. They brought all the test shots to, one of the industry, promo things, kind of like our toy fair here. They brought their booth to a demonstration, but they did a pre-sale, an early bird pre-sale that sold out. So they've said that these figures are going to be $90 a piece.
Too rich for my blood.
Yeah, that's spendy. That's real spendy.
Very spendy. That's too much. But for those that can afford it, like LeBron James,
maybe you can trade a couple LeBron heads for one of these guys.
I'll see your $90 and give you 3 LeBron heads. Let's see some. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying they haven't found the Gray Skull yet. Haven't seen one in person. But yeah, I mean, Dolphin has an idea: return original purchase and buy same day at Walmart. $24.98.
Wow.
Oh my god, yeah, I don't like them anymore. Yeah, I think for the price, that kind of definitely has a bit of a. Nothing's good. Vintage. I agree. I still haven't found. I haven't completed my set yet, but I got my 2 back there. Todd Smith, do you think we'll get a Snake Mountain announced at PowerCon? Please, sure. I hope so.
I bet we do.
I got my tickets and hotel booked, so I'll be there Saturday. If anybody's going to PowerCon, if you see me there, you're like, hey. I'll be like, hey. Settle down, Siri. Anywho, all right. John, toy hauls. It's time.
Yes, sir.
I think I went first last time, didn't I?
I think so. Yeah, because I only had like a Hot Wheels car. I had like nothing last time.
It's true. That's definitely.
All right. This week, I bought some Bone Age.
Woo!
And I've almost completed the collection.
Oh, dang.
Yep. So I got all of this on eBay, everything. And I won't show everything because I do have some doubles now.
Sure.
But in this collection, they did have the caveman accessories. So I got the club flinger vehicle.
Awesome.
And these actually have plugs on them so you can connect them to the dinosaurs.
Oh, that's cool.
It has like a little end.
Yeah.
For like the building portion of the dinosaurs and the bones.
Yep.
So that's the club flinger. And then this one I had when I was a kid. It's I can't remember what this is called.
The bird shooter.
It's something, but it works pretty well. When you hit the lever, the hammer swings down and hits the secondary lever.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's awesome.
And if I remember correctly, this one might have been part of the Robin Hood line. Maybe. Because they used a bunch of the same stuff. And then there's this one, the Bram Bammer. Or it's like a battering ram on that side.
I love that. Yep.
But you can take it out. Wait, do I have it backwards?
Don't break it. Don't break it. Don't break it.
Oh, there it goes. That comes out of that side and goes in the top.
That's dope.
And now it's a missile.
Dope. Oh, that's awesome.
So I got all those, and then I got some dinosaurs. I've never had this one before. Even when I was a kid, this is Codus.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Like the alligator.
Yep. Oh, God, such a cool toy line.
And then I got Deinonychus, I think is his name. The little sort of Allosaurus or raptor or something. He's got a firing tail.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then this one always falls apart. I've had him before, but he was completely broken. And his back legs are gone. I have them, but they won't stay attached.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, and his tail is broken off.
If anybody could fix it, it'd be you, John.
Yeah, I already know how.
Okay.
There's a guy there's a Bone Age repair page. You take a wooden dowel and cut it in half, and you glue it to the side of the peg that's still there, and it'll plug back in. Nice.
You need to you need to film it, and then we'll post it on the channel. How to fix Bone Age.
Once I get all my Bone Age stuff set up, that I can take a better picture. And I got all the cavemen too, that they released separately carded. I got 7 of the 8.
Wow. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they all had. Most of them have a like some sort of dino skull mask.
Get
one more here, and they all came with weapons. Little, everything is like a carved bone or a fang or something. And then, I got one more.
Oh, that's awesome. Is that Ankylosaurus or something?
Yep. And he's got like a spring-loaded tail.
Oh, that's cool. God, it's just a great toy line. Like kind of under the radar, great toy line of the 80s.
Yep. And then I got 4 or 5 other dinosaurs that are all doubles. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep them to build them as their, like the alternate fortresses and things that you can build. Undecided.
Okay. All right.
Undecided. And then I got a local call from a guy that he was a house painter.
Okay.
And he was at a woman's house painting,
Mm-hmm.
and she had a few boxes of toys,
Yep.
and she was gonna bring them to Goodwill. So he asked her if he could have them.
Okay.
So then he called me up, and he was up in, Winston-Salem,
Okay.
and he said, "I got these boxes of Star Wars and G.I. Joe and some He-Man things," and
Uh-huh.
he didn't really know much about it. He was like, "Well, I think there's He-Man's cat, I think, and then there's a purple cat," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, yeah." Um, so I just went up and met him,
Sure.
and sure enough, there was I still have to go through it, but there's, like, 80 vintage Star Wars figures, with most weapons. But there was a nice half boot Skeletor with peach cheeks.
Woo! Oh. Oh my God.
It's super sharp.
That is clean.
Yep. Real clean.
Wow. I have a half boot Skelly. It is the best vintage Skeletor, I think.
Yep.
Um,
And then there was a pretty clean He-Man too. But before I'll show you him real quick
mm,
with Battle Cat. But the weird thing, right? I've never seen this before. This is the sword, He-Man's sword.
yeah. Look like painted or something.
No, it's purple on the front. It's molded into it.
What?
So what it looks like is when it went through the mold,
Yeah.
there was a little bit of Skeletor's purple left in there.
Whoa.
Because I thought like it's I thought it was like a stain or something,
Yeah.
but it's part of the sword.
Oh my God.
And
I've never
you can
seen
see it
that.
on the edge that
Yeah.
it's sort of like the purple's faded into the gray. It's mixed together,
Oh my gosh.
but it didn't go through on the back.
Whoa. Wow. Now that's a find.
This is weird.
An air sword.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a little bit of Skeletor's purple mixed
That
into
is
the gray.
so cool. Phineas, John is now cutting out the Goodwill middleman and going directly to the sword.
You got to do what you got to do.
Jason, as a toy collector and dad myself, you guys are an inspiration. Keep up the work. Thank you so much, Jason.
Thank you.
And thank you for the super chat of $5. Definitely helps out the channel. Wow. You are on a roll. You are on the roll of rolls, my friend.
I know it. It's been a good week. I'm trying to think if there was there was a Poncho Luke in the Star Wars stuff. That was like one of the best ones. He doesn't have his poncho, but he has his belt
and the gun.
And the gun.
That's where the money is anyway.
Yep.
Awesome.
Man, I really want to find out what is going on with this thing.
I've never seen one like that. But I think you're right. It probably is just like there was some left over in the mold because it clearly, yeah, so weird.
Because Skeletor's, He-Man's sword has
exactly right. It's the other side,
the outward side, and Skeletor's sword has the slot.
Yeah, exactly.
But when they do a mold, it's two parts.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been a reverse. The plate on the back side, for the Skeletor's sword would have been swapped when they go to make the He-Man swords.
Yeah.
But the front part of the steel tool would be the same.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
So for whatever reason, there was a little bit of purple left in the mold.
Wow. That is so cool.
Or just purple left in the machine.
Sure, yeah.
And I bet that there was a ton of these, but as they're coming out of out of the production line and everything is being checked for quality, it would have been tossed. It would have been thrown out or recycled, melted down. It's new plastic.
Dang.
But this one made it.
So cool. Carlos, John is a modern day Indiana Jones. Agreed. Bong, somewhere in NC there's a missing Goodwill employee. Throwback. You should seriously put that store to protect or something. I agree. Also says you should contact Pixel Dan. Yeah, I think that should be in his next revised version of his book.
Yeah, this deserves another page.
Exactly.
What they call that? Unabridged. His unabridged edition.
Exactly. T Ponder, sell it for $1 million. Just put it on a listing on eBay for $1 million. See if somebody buys it. Right?
Or best offer.
Yeah, $1 million or best offer. Get $500,000. Call it a day.
Easy peasy.
Jumpin' General lives in Winston-Salem. Great finds. Yeah, 100%. Phineas, 3 Mile Island KB Toys sold that Skeletor hybrid store.
Maybe it'll glow in the dark.
Soto Collector, Centurion, ya no se va a llamar, así que Cucho está pasando. It's my understanding of the Spanish language is un poquito, very, very small. If somebody knows it, let me know. Space Cowboy, maybe there was some purple left in the injector. Yeah, I think, 100% think that's what it is. But
that's my best guess. Is there was just a little purple left in it. And this is a better half sword than the 2-part sword.
Yeah. 100%. Phineas agrees, needs to be in Pixel Dan's next revised version. T-Bonner, someone would buy it. Again, yeah. Just put a rare factory error that didn't get melted back down.
As seen on Toy Geeks.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Philip Happy missed our discussion on who asked for a TMNT Power. Nobody. I don't think anybody asked for it, but your mileage varies on whether you want it or not.
Yep.
And yeah, that lady just giving it away. But I will say, Pixel Dan manifested in the chat. We gotta have him on the show. We gotta have him on the show at some point in time. He was gonna come to our toy convention, but then COVID happened. But anyway, let's see. Is that all of it?
Oh yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. Is that it?
I'll save the rest for next week.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so mine nowhere near as extravagant or cool. But I had a hot toy come in that I forgot that I bought, which this is the problem with Sideshow is you buy it, I don't know, a year ago or something, year and a half ago. So my 501st Ahsoka style Stormtrooper came in the mail. It's still in the shipper box. I'm debating keep it in or not. I don't know if I have enough space to display it. So this one might go back out into the wilderness to somebody else.
You might have to put it aside until you get Galactus and talking Optimus Prime.
Thank God I got the delay email for the Optimus Prime's delayed till November. I was like, oh, thank God. All these Ghostbuster toys. Buying them all. And then speaking of Ghostbuster toys, on Amazon I got the PKE meter and the Ghost Whistle. I'm waiting to review these until I get the kind of the equivalent of these for the Proton Pack and the Neutroniwan or Proton Blaster is what they're calling it. I did the review of the Proton Blaster mod on the channel. You can check out that video. But I figured I'd wait till I get all of the kind of $15 accessories and just do them all at once. Just because I don't know how long a video about a PKE meter would be on the channel. Maybe like 2 minutes or something. But so I'll wait until I have all of them to do a review of all the rest of the role play toys from this line. But in hand, it looks really cool. I'm digging them.
That PKE meter looks awesome.
Yeah. The PKE, like the No Ghost logo looks great. And then
that looks so good. I mean, it looks better than like the what are the ones that they made by the Halloween company?
Yeah, Spirit or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm really pumped for this. The ghost whistle is going to be in the new movie. I think Podcast uses it, but I don't know yet. I don't know.
It's supposed to be like an old. Is it supposed to be like a World War II air horn, like a wind up crank thing?
Maybe. That's what those prop guys would do, right? They'd find old surplus World War II parts.
Yep.
And then the last bit is everybody has been getting their Ecto ones this week, and I got mine. I still haven't opened it because there's been some people that have had perfectly successful deliveries of their Ecto ones. And I saw some Walmarts sent them in a bag, like just put the Ecto one in a bag and just shipped it that way. This one looks all right. I got a pretty decent sized box, but I figured tonight on the show, I would open it up to see if Walmart successfully shipped my Ecto one without it getting dinged up.
Do it
live on the channel.
This is exciting.
This is stressful. But Jack Knight said mine came in a box like that and in perfect shape. So hopefully that's the case, Jack Knight. Hopefully that's the case. Let's see. I'm using my box cutter. I'm being very, let me pull it up here. So it's going to be very careful.
Have they started to show up in stores yet? Or is it just
I saw somebody said they pulling up the lid. It's really stressful. Really stressed, guys. But maybe this week I'll get to reviewing it because I have a sealed vintage Ecto one, as well as like 20 unopened Ecto ones. But I do have a sealed vintage Ecto one, so I'll be able to do comparisons of not just the toy, but the packaging as well. So it's imperative that the packaging looks good for the channel. Oh my God.
Oh, it's so stressful.
It's so stressful. There's a lot of bubble wrap. I see a lot of bubble wrap. Looks pretty good. Oh, there's one ding right here.
Oh.
Which isn't awful. It happened definitely before packaging it, though. Anyways, so you can see it there. If someone must have dropped something on it or something. If I can get it in the light. There it is. Do you see it?
Yep.
But still, yeah, it definitely was dropped. Because it's kind of, and it's smushed in the back. So, look, I mean, it's not bad to the point of where I can't do a video on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I'll definitely try to find one in the wild that's in better shape. And it was definitely dropped, though, because it has just compression impact points in a couple different spots. But overall, though,
do you got the feels? You like holding a reissue Ecto one?
Mm-hmm. Because it'll be in my review of this. And I think I've shown on the channel about this live show before. I have video footage of me receiving this toy as a kid at my birthday back in 1988, I think. So I have video proof of my connection and love of this toy. And yeah, this is special stuff right here. And you know what though? Like, this looks like I have the year for people in the chat, because I've got multi-language in the burst. Did I get a European one, or is this how they're going to be for all of them? I'm curious about that. But anywho, so this is the pinnacle for me this week in toy hunting. Again, probably one of, if not my favorite toy vehicle of all time. And Phineas says, how many Ecto ones do you own now? Too many. Way too many. Luckily, I've given a few to my son, Alex. because he loves these as well. But yeah, there you go. So I think they packed it well. The damage on this box is not because of the packing. I think it must just been dropped or something before they put it in the packaging. On the Walmart side. Casino Skunk Ralph, 1988. Okay, boomer. Listen, I am solidly a millennial. I think. I don't know. They keep changing the rules on when is what.
The years keep lapping each other. A couple.
But I'm pretty sure I'm pretty solidly a millennial. Low power. I think it's international. Maybe international. So, God, it's the second like because the normal figures I got were international cards. So even more so, I will look to try and find these in the wild to get a cleaner box and maybe the US release version of those. Pop back. I would never want to move Jay's toys if you ever asked for moving help. Too scared or scary. Just Michael Palmer, just Dan Larson yourself an Ecto 1 collection. That's too. There's not enough space. Like he picked a great one because the Boba Fett is a 3 3/4 inch figure, much easier to collect. And John and I personally donated a Boba Fett to his collection. Do you remember what number ours was to him?
It was over 500. It was maybe like I want to say between 5.
I thought it was 495 or something. Was it over 500?
I thought it was over the 500 mark because I think when we gave it to him, he had already gotten the 500th one, but hadn't posted the 500th video.
Mm-hmm.
And I think ours might have been like 503 or 509 or so.
Yeah.
Because he got a couple others at that show.
He did. I think we were one of maybe 5 that he got at our show that he came to. And for those who don't know, John and I, we do a local toy convention, and Dan was, I think it was the first convention he ever did was at our convention, NC ToyCon.
Yeah, it was his first invite to come to a show and do a panel. Yeah,
he did a panel for us, and his panel was great. Really nice guy. Really nice guy. But yeah, one of the Boba Fetts that we gave to him is in the Boba set, which is a point of honor that of all the honors in my life, that's one that I put up there. All right. I'm going to Dan Larson unicorns.
Unicrons.
Unicrons. It's late. Also, I love that
that's as equal as difficult.
Yeah, I love that Dan Larson's become a verb that we immediately understand. Anyway, T Ponder Stump John. Did you send one in? Oh, he did send one in. We're kind of over time. We'll save it for next week. We'll do it definitely with Stump John next week. And yeah, I think it's a good place as any to close it out this week. Thank you everybody in the chat. Always fun hanging out with you all on Sunday nights, even if it's a topic like the weird crossover that John hated. It's still a great night to talk toys with you all. We are here Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Definitely hit like, hit subscribe, and click on that bell icon. The likes help people find this show, new people find the show, and if you have friends that haven't watched our show, you think they like it, let them know about it. And I've reviewed so much of the Ghostbusters stuff, more stuff to come there. I have even more videos to do, more Motu stuff, so lots of stuff inbound on the channel. And CF, yeah, great show, guys. Please hit the like button before you leave. Have an awesome week indeed. Hit that like button before you close it out. And until next time, hasta luego and goodbye.